All right. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk with Patrick podcast, one of the realest podcasts in the world, the land, the galaxy, and the whole entire universe. That is right. And I want to talk about something which is men's mental health because it is Men's Mental Health Month, and of course, everything else get talked about more than this issue. So I'm talking about it. Why not? But I want to focus on that just because, like I said, my brother he committed suicide in '08, July the 2nd. All right, and I saw him back in 2007 on Christmas. I knew something was different or off or whatever, but I didn't know. Like I didn't even ask. I just assumed he was acting weird. And then next thing you know, July the 2nd, that's when I found out when my sister came by and told me. I said, "What?" And so after that situation, I started to empathize a lot more when it comes to suicide. I started to read different books and just try to study the human mind. Because I have took psychology before. Back in '06, I took a psychology course when I was going to art school, and I found it really intriguing. But of course, it's one of those things like it doesn't really impact you until it hits home, and that's when you're like, oh man, the signs was there, but I just didn't pay attention to it. And so going forward, I try to empathize with people because you just never know. And I had those same feelings when my mom died. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because when she died, everything that I thought I had forgot or buried, it all started to resurface, and I felt like I was about to lose my mind. I did, and it was just so much going on in my life at that particular time. And then let me see, the pandemic occurred. I say about like a month later, I believe. But yeah, I ended up going to therapy. Did like 6 sessions, and my therapist, she was really cool. She was totally opposite of me. Like she couldn't even relate to what I was telling her, but it was pretty intriguing just to hear her insight. She was able to give me a different answer from a different lens, right? She gave it to me in a way I didn't see it. But also too, the more I kept talking about things, she's like, yo, Pat, you pretty much like kind of figure things out. I said, yeah. I said, I guess I need to process. I need to talk it out, I guess, to understand whatever. But yeah, so I went through my depression, especially once the pandemic occurred, and she called me. She's like, hey, we can do a FaceTime video if you want. And I said, no, if I can't be there in person, I don't do it at all. Because I'm a one-on-one type guy. I'm an intimate kind of guy. I'd rather be in somebody's presence when I'm talking about something serious like that. And so I stopped going, and then that's when I started to get into a depression, like a real bad depression. I started feeling suicidal and all these different emotions going through me at that time, crying and all that. It was just a lot. And I'm just being honest. I'm being very transparent. I don't even care if people judge me or not. And that's the point. That's the part why I'm talking about this, because I want people in general to feel comfortable and not be judged and stop worrying about what people think, because people gonna think about you no matter if you're doing something good or not. They're gonna always have something to say. I mean, that's something that my father used to tell me a long time ago when I was a child. I didn't get it until I got older, but yeah, I don't even care. I don't care what people think. People think I'm soft. That's fine. I'm cool. Whatever. I'm not trying to impress nobody at all. I mean, I'm just trying to impress myself, okay? You know what I mean? And just keep growing and elevating as a man. You know what I mean? Like try to be a better man and just a better human being in society. That's all. Try to contribute as much as I can. You know what I mean? Also just work hard for my dreams, keep chasing my dreams and making it do what it do. Because I feel like I'm making a resurgence right now. Because I had opportunities with different industries I was a part of, and it's like now it's like things are kind of coming in full circle in some ways. I mean, not 100% yet, but I feel it in my heart. I'm manifesting it. Oh yeah, I'm going to manifest this stuff because I really do believe. So that's just me. That's me personally. I try to speak success into myself and speak more confidence in myself as well. Speak it into existence and speak life into it for sure. Make it come to fruition. I can't even talk right now. My bad. I'm a little tired, but yeah, man. So with men's mental health, I just want guys to feel comfortable to be able to talk. That's why it's good to have a good friend or homie, whatever. Y'all just sit there and just be very honest and transparent. Just get it out. Go work out, but also talk it out too. Because working out for me is great, but I need to talk it out sometimes as well to process things the best way I can. You know what I mean? And I'm still processing things. I'm still growing, still evolving. I don't think you'll be 100% healed. At least I don't think I will be 100%, but I'm striving for it, right? I'm making my moves. I'm trying to make it happen, and I'm still trying to dream and still trying to stay focused and just do what I can. Because I will make mistakes. I'm human. It happens to the best of us, but I just get back on my horse again and just keep going. That's all I can do. But going forward, man, I just hope that people will show more support when it comes to men's mental health, because we have a lot of these mental health things for kids, women, gay people, all kind of people, right? But we need some for guys too, for men, right? We need that. We need to have this safe space because we have emotions and feelings as well, like everybody else do. It's so much pressure that goes on with us too. It do, because I remember it was this one woman I was reading about. She's a feminist, and I forgot what her book is called, but she ended up disguising herself as a man for like 18 months, right? She went into depression because she saw how women was treating guys. Not to say guys don't treat women horrible. Absolutely. I mean, that, yeah, you definitely got something to do that. But some women can be real standoffish and just rude if you speak like, "Hey, how you doing?" They just like, just kind of whatever, look you up and down and walk away. And she experienced that. It was to a point where she started to hate women herself after that, and because I read the story, and she passed away. I think she had an assisted suicide, actually. Yeah, that's what happened, because she couldn't take it. It was just so much mental damage that went on with her by disguising as a man for that time period that she did it. And she wrote a book about her experience as well. And yeah, it's very unfortunate she killed herself. Yeah, well, assisted suicide or however you want to spend it, but yeah, it was very unfortunate. And my condolences to her and her family for sure. I mean, it's been a few years since that happened, but it's just funny because, like, well, it's not funny, but it dawned on me while I'm talking about this right now. Like, that situation just popped in my head because I remember reading that story on I don't know if it was ABC or Fox. It was one of those news websites I was reading. I'm like, damn, so that's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, because they had a book as well. They had this dude, I think it was a dude or a woman that was disguised as a black person. It was back in the 60s or the 1950s, I believe. But yeah, they had a rude awakening during that time period as well. Oh yeah. So, what I mean? Sometimes you just never know. Like, we can look at people and assume whatever we want to assume, but until you're in those shoes, you never know. You know what I mean? Just like my life, right? People can look at me and like, "Oh man, you're so happy go lucky," and blah blah blah. I'm like, y'all don't know what I live with every day. Y'all don't know what I deal. Y'all know what I dealt with. I mean, y'all have what I deal. Y'all see the stuff that I post, but you don't understand how they affect somebody mentally and emotionally. Like, it's hard, heavy stuff that you live with every day. You know what I mean? But I just keep going because I don't believe in just falling down and giving up. I get back up and keep fighting. That's what I do. That's how I was raised, and I'm gonna keep doing that and just better myself and just keep being real and transparent. Because some people don't like when you're too direct and transparent, but I can't help it. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? People that been knowing me for a long time, they know that I'm very straightforward and direct. I'm not going to lie about who I am at all. If I did something wrong, I was like, "Yep, I did it." You know what I mean? Like, not proud, but I did it. And if I did something good, it's like, "Yeah, I did that. Yes, I did that shit. Yes." But anyways, I hope you all take heed of what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a guru. I'm not one of those internet gurus that you see all the time with the soft music. I don't do none of that because I don't have no motive. The only thing I want to do, I just want people to empathize a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, really have more empathy for people, and especially with this men's mental health thing. Like, it's really important. Some of you people have sons. All right, your sons are gonna grow up eventually. You know what I mean? So you need to really pay attention to certain details, because you don't want your son to end up falling in the pitfalls that other men have fell into, such as like being incarcerated, losing their life prematurely, just being a outright horrible human being. You want to make sure that your son is raised better, and you can pay attention to certain things, certain signs, so you can get him the proper help that he need, or even make him feel comfortable to talk about certain problems that he's facing. Because it's not easy at all. I mean, it's not easy for a woman either. I know that. I have sisters, I know, but it's not easy for a man either. It's a lot of pressure on us too, for real, for real. I mean, not having the ability to feel, well, I ain't say have the ability, but not not having a safe space, right, to really express yourself and your true emotions. That is really hard. Okay, like, that weighs on somebody's mind after a while. Absolutely. You talk to some of these people who've been locked up for a long time, or the heinous acts, when they actually mature and think about it, like, man, like, I wish I would have had somebody that talked to me and would have, said this, or I would have felt more comfortable give somebody a hug, or you know what I mean? Like, just things like that, like simple things like that is really huge. All right. But anyways, You all have a good day.